first one's over. You did a really good job being your first icebreaker speech. We've all been there. It's very intense, and you look at this group of people who you think are strangers, but very shortly we're going to be your good friends, and you're going to really learn from everybody's speaking styles, and you'll be teaching us things in the future just like we'll be teaching you new things. So your icebreaker is always the first one, always the most difficult, but you really handled it very well. What I really liked about John's first speech is, and something that not all of us can do right away, and I thought you did this really well, was identify 3 points in your speech. You were very specific about what your mother would say about you, the strangest food, and then your next life-changing event. So you really gave us that topic first and what you were going to speak about, which is a great intro. What I had to learn, and I didn't learn it until many speeches into this, and I think Jesse actually taught it to me, was how to really wrap it up at the end and make sure you have that summary to tie back. Mohammed did a really good job of it today, how he tied it all up with his goals in the beginning and the end. So it would have been nice to hear one more time how your mom talked about you being the explorer, eating the hot pot, which now I'm intrigued because I've never had that, so I'm looking forward to finding out more about that. And then of course your wedding in China. So all those things can be really wrapped up for us. You had a great sense of humor. I think in our icebreaker speech, we all have our notes, whether it's on the lectern or in our hands. We have a tendency to be kind of small here. As you grow in your speech giving, work on getting away from those notes. One thing that I do when I practice my speech prior to, I write the whole thing out, and then I narrow it down as I get closer, so I just have key words out of each part of my speech. And so I have those memorized, like what Mohammed did earlier when he kind of left the trail of where he was talking. He remembered it because of probably some key words, and that will help you as you grow along as well. And if you have your notes in your hands, you have a tendency not to make any gestures because your hands are busy. But as you grow, you'll get to learn how to use that and work on that. So I would say work on getting away from notes, and that will just come naturally, so don't worry about it. Just that will be your goal, if you will, to work on those things. To have that good intro that you did, keep injecting your humor. I thought you did a really good job of injecting your humor, and work on tying it up at the end, and I think that will really create a nice platform for you. You did an outstanding job for your first time, so congratulations. Breathe, that one's done, and keep teaching us good things, and we'll keep teaching you good things. Good job.